Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is the series in which I choose one color among all the different colors I have, and I have plenty of them. And then I study it on a live on Twitch. This comes from that live, so follow me also on Twitch and follow me here. Please follow me here as well. Come on, subscribe to the channel, comment below. Make the community grow. But anyway, so this is the color for today, the protagonist of our show. Look how cute this color is. This is olive green from Van Gogh, number 620. If you don't know Van Gogh as a brand, you can recognize them by, well, the face of Van Gogh. This is another color, but the face of Van Gogh. And for this color specifically, I don't have a tube, I have a half pan on my palette here. But I really like the color because it's kind of warm. It reminds me of olive, and I've come from Italy, so we have extra virgin oil, olive oil, you know, this kind of thing. Feels like home, so I'm pretty happy today to work with this one. But Elisa, focus, let's go back to this. So what I have done during the live was just playing around, do teeny tiny sketches here and try to understand how this color behave, because the color itself, it's pretty nice. It has a very dark value when there is not that much water add on it, and then it becomes very light. That is good, because then you can have like a very light background and layer by layer build this contrast that you can see here. I have done like 4 attempts when I was live. Here I was testing how it was behaving with the different brushes that I had. And what I learned from the light itself is that, first of all, if you not lift the color pretty well, your pine will easily become boat. And you can see here this teeny tiny point here, it's Leonardo DiCaprio, that it's on Titanic, because this is definitely Titanic, and this is not an ice cream, an iceberg. Ice cream doesn't destroy boats. So don't do like Leo. No, don't watch it, this one. This is the shame, okay? And then when I finished with this, I realized, okay, maybe I can do the composition a different way, and I really like the shape of this one. But I think with the last one was actually the best, because I have like the color here that was getting out of the background, and I really like that. It was a nice effect. It was completely randomic, because here we are testing things around. That's the beauty of watercolor. You can control them, but you can control them not that much, and that's the beauty of it. It's very therapeutic. Watercolor is very therapeutic. You can think about what you want to do, and then the watercolor is going to go wherever they want, and you just have to say, okay, I accept it. So I want to recreate this, but in one single page, because this series is all about having one sketch for every page. And you can actually check the other one that I created the other days on the channel. Like each one of those have a small video, and it's pretty nice, right? So yeah, new page. Let's play around with this nice color that we have here. That reminds me of Italy. So first, I need some color for the background. The idea is to have like just a square from here to here, because then everything will be outside that square. So I will grab some color, put it in here, and I need this to be very, very diluted with water, because otherwise it's going to be too dark, right? So just add a lot of water to this. Mixing. Now I have a lot of water. Perfect. Let's test it. It's very, very light. Maybe we can add a bit more pigment. Test it again. Better. Now, this is a huge brush. Lefranc Bourgeois. I don't know. If you know how to read it, just leave me on the comment. But let's go with this, and let's just create a nice shape here. And I really like that the brush itself creates some texture. Let's leave it there. I like the idea. Now, on top of this, we have to recreate this shape I have here. So you need the darker color, and then I have created this texture. Let me show you how. So let's take this brush. This is, I think it's a Giotto brush, Gold Line 12, and just go very randomic. So I said that I want something outside the background, so let's go here. This is way too dark, otherwise there will be no contrast later. So then let's go random shapes, and then that one was doing a notch going down, and just moving the brush very randomically like this. I want this to be softer, so to do that we just add a little bit of water, so we have a softer edge. Now I also want to remove some of the color that I have here. So what can I do is that I take this nice Borciani Bonazzi. See, when it's in Italian, I can read it perfectly. 100 Sintetico. And then I go and just lift it off a little bit. And then if you want, you can also add them again, you know, just some spots, just not to have the background always the same. Create some interesting area, some every now and then. And here again a little bit more, like this. Now this paper is not watercolor paper, it's very thin, but the reason I'm using this is, first of all, I bought this sketchbook, but also it's interesting to try sometime not on a watercolor page, because in the watercolor sometimes it's very easy to mix things around, because the watercolor paper itself can absorb a lot of colors, so you can play a lot with the colors, with the shade, with the the different blur effect that you want to have. You can build stuff upon it stuff. You can create nice contrasts, you know, and even this kind of cool effect that you see here, this is because of the paper, okay? This is something that you can't create on a smooth surface like this one. This is because the paper has this nice texture, so that's why you have this. So sometimes it's nice to have a paper that is not meant to be for watercolor to test things around, and that's all about in this channel. It's about testing things, find new things, experiment a lot, and that's what I'm doing here. So if you like these kind of things in which there is just a person randomly painting and you can follow the whole process, you're very welcome. And here, that's what we are going to do. Now here I want to have my nice pine, and I'm using this sword brush from Daler Rowway, 1/4 maybe, graduate. So I'm going to go down like this with just the point of my brush, and then maybe something like this and like that, you know. And I can fix it later, like I can add more on the side or stuff like that. Okay, now there is not that much contrast, so I need to add even more pigment to my color here. And now this is too wet. Okay, and now I can add some more detail to these, right? Something like this. So yeah, now we have our nice spine here. We can go there, here, even more. Let's make it very huge, very dominant spine. I kind of like this. Now, I want to create water here. This is very dark, so the reflection needs to be very dark. I really don't like that here the color is all the same, so I'm going to re-wet this surface and add more contrast in there too, and also add some water reflection in here. First of all, let's add some water in here, not too much water. Good. Then I take this pigment that I have, and I just spread it around. Completely randomic. Go wild. Have fun. Watercolor is really forgiving sometimes, because you can make a lot of mistakes and then, oh no, I made a mistake. What can I do? Just clean your brush and just take it off. Take it off. See? Now we have more contrast. It's pretty nice. I want also to create some shape in here because I feel like it's too flat. So let's make something like this. What is that, you ask? I have no idea. It's not my problem. It's watercolor that is asking for this. So we are going to give it to it. Right? And again, more pigment, less pigment, play around with the pigment. Beautiful. Now, for this, I want the reflection to be here, and I want to use this. Haha, how cute this thing is. I think I find it in some sort of random store. Doesn't even have a brand. Oh no, wait, it has a brand. It's Oh Prima. I know that this is the fake brand from Prisma. You know, the Prismacolor. Those are super nice. Well, this is the fake brand of them. But I was like on holiday and was just looking for a brush. So I just went randomically in the first place that have the hat brush. So that's why. And what I'm doing here is just, I add some strokes very quickly. Now I want to take the water again, clean my brush. And I want to go down because this is water, so I don't know, I feel like it should be cool. And let's go with the same thing. Maybe I can add something here as well. And I feel like here there should be some, because otherwise it's too empty. Like something like this. Then I will take a very small nib, like this one. This is Winsor & Newton Cotman 333 Rigger. Wow, this is a very long name. And I will add a little teeny tiny line here as well. And also here. Let's add some small rocks here. Like small rocks, but I need a lot of pigment, so I will just take pigment itself, dry pigment basically, and add some stones like these. Nice. Then I can dilute it a little more and add some bigger stone. Too much bigger stones here in the back. I think it's cute. I don't like at all these lines here, so let's see if we can delete them using the same brush. Maybe a different brush. And this is the exact moment when you say, oh, I'm overworking this and it's going to be screwed at some point. That's it. Like when I'm going to watch the recording, I will be, oh, that's the moment in which I basically destroyed everything. So it's very hard to understand when to stop, especially when you're having fun. Like sometimes you're like, yeah, but just want to go with the flow. Don't want to care about it. And that's the beauty of a sketchbook, actually. Like with a sketchbook, it's not a masterpiece. You just go, and it's completely fine to make a mistake and to overwork stuff, as long as eventually at the end you're like, okay, let's stop and see what I have done that could have been avoided. Nice. I think that I'm gonna clean this because it's too much, right? And lift a little bit of color here so there is more space between one line and the other. See, clean brush, and I just use sponge. So what I'm doing is just, I go here with clean brush and then here to clean the brush itself. And this is nice. This sponge is from Borciani Bonazzi again, same brand as the brush. I really like this because I don't have to use paper towel anymore with this. So I think we can call it a day. I really like it. It's pretty nice. Maybe I can add a little bit of bird in there, but let's see. Oh no, instead of bird, you know what we are going to do? Splash it a little bit. Because there is something missing here. So, haha, perfect. Now it's done. Now it's done. So we start from here, right? This was the old sketching process, and then I decided, okay, let's recreate something like this without the iceberg, and then we move to this. And this is the draw for today. Thank you for sticking around. See you for the next color, but I don't know which one will be because I just choose on the spot like what I feel. But look how beautiful those are. See you around, guys. Bye.